Yoink. Leisha and Mrs. Trude, program, page 1. Is that the musical going on right now? It's a tram! Oh. Oh my god, it is Final Fantasy. Outlying snow plains. Oh, well, I have no desire to go to the outlying snow plains because I can stay there. I'm gonna ignore that. What else do we have? Going everywhere but where I'm supposed to go. Chavez, enthusiastic man. Young person, look over here. Just 2 minutes of your time can save you from future losses. Has a sneaky kid with dark blue hair ever come up to talk to you? Isn't that Sampo? Sampo, you've been scammed. That's just an alias. That means you're a victim of the dark blue scam. Take my advice. That guy's a serial scammer. Don't believe anything he says. Here, take this. This is a tutorial on preventing scams written by the Dark Blue Scam Victims Association. Read it carefully, and if you have any questions, come to me. Can I ask a question? Go ahead. It's our responsibility to help prevent the public from being scammed. Using the word scammed a lot. The Dark Blue Scam Victims Association? That's right. Members of the association are all former victims. We are united to share what we have learned and help the public by raising awareness. The guide goes over case studies of those who were scammed by the blue-head swindler. It is evidence of his evil crimes, a painful lesson that we predecessors suffered. How were you scammed? The first time I met that guy, he asked if I wanted a parallel universe printer. Well, I asked him how the printer works, and he immediately started rambling on a bunch of smorgasbord about... Okay, science stuff. I was almost caught up in it. Terms like parallel universe, eons, parity anomaly. Swindlers love to use these words related to the universe and eons to scam people. I didn't believe him until he used it to print money. He made 2 bills with the exact same serial number. How much did you pay? The price isn't important. What's important is that you need to be careful so the same scam doesn't happen to you. Sometime later, after the counterfeiting scam, I bumped into that same blue-haired guy again in an alley in the commercial district. I should have had the Silvermane guards arrest him, but I was so angry and needed an explanation. Instead, he asked me with a straight face, "Were you staring at the printer?" He accused me of not reading the manual and wasting such a genius invention. He even offered to refund the full payment so he could find another buyer for the parallel universe printer. He also said, if the operator keeps staring at the printer, the parallel universe transmission can't happen. The only way to avoid interfering with the transmission process is to observe it with the help of an ether lens. So you brought an ether lens? Doesn't that sound reasonable? So strict again by his apparent sincerity. Now I know that 9 out of 10 people who try to associate their products with any kind of parallel universe theory are scammers. Parallel universes actually exist, bro. Are you kidding me? Do you really expect me to believe that? Or are you working with the blue-haired guy? Get out. If you don't leave, I'll have the Silvermane guards come and arrest you. Okay. Bye. Oh, I thought I could read those, but I cannot. Oh, we have a fountain. Hello, fountain.
Careful now. Don't get your clothes wet.
Don't get your clothes wet. Investigate. This water looks kind of weird. A fountain in the plaza is shooting out cool, tepid water. You can see through the ripples that the bottom of the fountain has metal coins strewn about. I don't see any, but we'll pretend I do. It looks like the locals use this as a kind of wishing pool. Count how much money there is. That could take a while. Toss in a coin and make a wish. Fish... Wait, we don't deal in coins. We deal in credits. Fish the treasure out of the fountain. Oh, hell yeah. Hang on, are you serious? This is the plaza, in full view of the public. Take one big step back here. Even if nobody saw you, it's a public amenity. Wouldn't your conscience prevent you from doing this? Absolutely not. Forget it. Seeing as this is such a creative idea, just go ahead and do it. But do so at your own risk. Oh! This is what the praise of high morals are for. Okay, well, we're just gonna give away our high morals and go on the moral low ground. Recycled one praise of morals. It begs saying that this fountain really does have everything in it, just like the ancient treasure tombs of the emperors gone by. Look, you somehow find amidst those ripples solid water. Makes sense to find it inside a wishing well, I suppose. The Kelly gang. Wait, that's actually an item I picked up? Does it do anything? What did the solid water look like? Here we go. Tier 1 synthesis material. I haven't found any destructible objects. Okay, I have no idea what it does, but okay. I just got an item. I could use my other high morals, but what if I find something else and then I don't have any high morals? Dominic, lecturer. Children of the Everwinter City, proud citizens of the preservation, hold your heads up high, grind yet not against the mundane vulgarities of everyday discourse. Always remember, deep in your hearts, the teachings of the architects and the Supreme Guardian. He seems rather involved. Would you like to hear him finish his preaching? Continue listening. Normal it is for you to have doubts in your hearts, because you look around yourself and you can't see the preservation anywhere. You cast your eyes hither and thither, and nary do you see any evidence of the very existence of the preservation. And yet comes this very day. I shall resolve your doubts and let you feel the true grace of the preservation, let you marvel at the almighty will of the architects. The preservation is the embodiment of Klipoth and is with us at all times. It's a secret force that imperceptibly shapes our personalities, impacting all the important decisions that we make during our lives. The reason why you struggle so to find it is because the preservation's grace is integrated with the world we know, diffused throughout the air we breathe, refracted through the light we see. It has gently embraced us in its bosom since the very dawn of our existence. The admonishments of the Supreme Guardian remind us to never take the preservation's grace for granted. We must inherit the spirit of our architect ancestors. Can I stand in front of a tram and accidentally get injured? Sorry, distracting. To persevere and survive in this world of ours, and to bravely defy any calamities we face. The fragmentum and the eternal freeze. These are just bumps in the road in the path to carrying out the will of the preservation. O brothers and sisters, stand together with thine architects and our Supreme Guardian. Follow in her footsteps, for victory is our destiny. Hear that? What an impassioned speech. Praise the architects, as his words have reinvigorated my lust for life. Is it really as great as you say? If you ask me, these architects just say the same empty rhetoric day in, day out. And if you've got time for all this bluster, you've got time to help improve everyone's living conditions around here. The preservation, oh praise! I've been off for a big walk and come back. It's still going. Kids these days, they never shut up. Kids. Oh, he's actually long. He looks pretty old from the side, but no, he's a young lad. Do I need to touch it to register it? No, I don't think I need to. Right. I've gone around my destination. Let me go to it. Oh, hello. Alexis, newspaper seller. We got the news. Today's paper, hot off the press. Huh, a new face. Interested in a newspaper? How much does it cost? Holy shit, this stuff is expensive. Rye bread, soda iceberg. Ice storm causes. Interview on daily life before the Sol Warm Festival. Oratorio Supreme Guardian Premier Spectacular. Look, there could be an achievement someday to buy all this shit, so... Even though it's costing me a lot of money.
Wow, look at the carved ice!
Wait, who's this?
Feels perfect for this city somehow.
Whatever it's made of, it can't be ice.
What's that crystal?
I guess you're right. It's actually pretty warm in the city. Hey, what's with all the children over there? Should we go and take a look?
What was her name again? Pila.
So let me introduce myself. I'm the
she's a
intelligence
Silvermane guard.
officer for the Silvermane Guards, and a temporary guide for the A Journey Through Belobog's history program. My name is Pelageya Sergeyevna.
Oh, so it'd be Pella then. Your name is Pella.
But you can call me Pela.
Oh, no, I was correct. Pela.
Yes, Miss Taylor.
Yes, Miss Pela.
And perhaps the grown-ups among us could refrain from acting like children.
Look, you look like a child. Don't blame me.
Okay, guys. Take a look over here. This is Everwinter Monument. It was erected to commemorate the mighty architects. The architects are followers of the Aeon Klipoth. It was they that foresaw crisis, built up our walls, and established Belobog, preserving the spark of human civilization. Even today, they are still tending to the city. Everwinter Monument is made up of two parts. A gear that symbolizes knowledge and industrial strength, and huge ice crystals that symbolize the eternal freeze. These two symbols are bound together, the gear restricting the ice. It represents the unyielding spirit of the architects in the face of nature's barbarity.
I'll take your word for it, Pela.
Any questions? Any questions?
Does the monument have any symbolic meaning?
The monument is made up of 2 parts.
Okay. Pretty much exactly what she just said. What are those blue crystals?
You mean, what are they made of? It's geomarrow that's undergone a change in color. The color of geomarrow is related to the environmental temperature during its refinement.
Oh, okay. Cool. Who are the architects?
The architects are followers of the Aeon Klapath. It was they that foresaw the crisis, built up our walls, and established Belobog, preserving the spark of human civilization. Or, to put it another way, the architects are Belobog's founders and saviors. Even today, they are still tending to the city.
Has anyone ever seen the architects in recent days? Just curious. How did the eternal freeze occur, according to you?
That's a question for the Scientific Research Division, though they may not be able to give you a definitive answer. The Eternal Freeze is no ordinary natural disaster. Meteorological records from hundreds of years ago cannot explain the cause. To put it simply, it's a problem that has plagued Belobog scientists for centuries.
Okay.
And what about you guys? Take your time. We're not in a rush.
Thanks, Payla. Another tour guide.
You know what I mean.
Okay, it's a staircase that goes up. I don't think I can take the staircase. Told you. Manya, administrative official. Sorry, I'm busy. Please make an appointment. If you already have an appointment, well, I'm on break, so you can get a number and wait until you are called. It is expected to be returned in an hour. You just said you were busy. Of course, administrative staff are always busy. There are always so many things to think about. Admin works are like messy yarns, and there are only a few administrators to gather the threads into I never know how to pronounce this word. Skeins? How can I not be busy? I'm going through work details in my brain, even during my breaks, so please don't interrupt my work, thank you. Do you understand, my friend? Something else I want to ask. I just said I'm on break. Fine, if you insist. What silly kind of work do you do? Excellent question. My job involves a little bit of everything, but vital to keeping things running smoothly in Belobog. You could say I'm the unsung hero of the city. Oh my gosh, she has a narcissist complex. I am responsible for grassroots affairs in the administrative district, listening to basic requests from people and solving day-to-day issues. In that case, can you hear out my request? Of course, but you'll need to reserve a slot. My work hours are from 9 AM to 12 PM and 2 PM to 5 PM. I handle administrative and civil affairs during these times. So she only works 6 hours a day. Okay. I'm currently on break. As a public official, separating professional and private time is of basic importance. How do I make an official appointment? Please fill out a form at counter 236 on the second, hi, it's a bin, of the second floor of Klipoth Fort. Then have a staff member stamp it at window 35 on the third floor. Jesus, that's complicated. After stamping, please head to window 155 on the first floor and wait in line for the proof of appointment. The formal processing usually takes 1 month after the appointment has been made. To inquired, first typo I found, about the specific processes, please consult the window staff when making the appointment. You're just trying to slack off, aren't you? What would make you think that? But I don't blame you. Many have the same misunderstanding, thinking this is just a job where you can kick up your feet. A job where I just clock in, drink tea, read the newspaper, chit-chat with colleagues, and stare at the time, waiting to get off. But that's all nonsense. Please lose these false impressions of grassroots public officials. Our days are busy ones indeed. Okay. I wish she gave me something, but she didn't. A pretty postcard lies among the garbage. It reads, stay your hand. Only the following persons are permitted to go through Belobog's trash cans. Tatalov, Garbage King, and myself. It continues, and the 45 members of the cleaning squad. There's nothing written on the back. You were confused. Even trash cans are serious business in this city. Alrighty. Well, we've reached the hotel.
Neverwinter
No, the workshop.
Hey, didn't Japard say there'd be a show here?
He said you can sometimes catch an outdoor performance. Sometimes being the operative word.
Then Hung's great.
Ah, darn. I wanted to see one. Oh, I'd been wondering. You see that heater over there? Why do they keep it outdoors? This city is so weird.
To keep the streets warm? I would have thought that was obvious.
Normally you'd want a heater inside a building, right?
I'm sure the buildings are inherently warm. You need it outside because it's freaking snowing. Is this they repel the eternal freeze?
If so, I'm not sure mighty is the right word for these architects.
Tiny heaters are no use against the Stellaron disaster.
Hello. This is Saval, is it not?
You guys sure have a lot to say about that broken heater.
Oh wow, she's cool.
Hi, hello, broken? It looks intact to me.
Touch it and find out. Ice cold. I was just about to fix it up.
Ooh, she's mechanically inclined as well.
I forgot to introduce myself. The name's Serval. I'm the owner of this workshop. If you got any broken equipment lying around, you can always come find me, though I can't guarantee I'll be interested in fixing it.
Oh, we're okay. I was just curious about the heater.
Her hair really does seem to glow.
Curious about the heater? It's just a standard geomarrow radiator. You can find them anywhere in the administrative district.
Wait, they're only in the administrative district? What about the other districts? Do they just freeze? We only just got here. Everything's new to us. Standing broken machines outside a workshop is bad advertising.
Huh? What's wrong with that? Everyone around here knows the way I work. Ah! I figured it out. I heard a loudmouth guard say that a group of outsiders had met with Cocolia. You must be them? What an honor. Where are my manners? We can talk about heaters all day if you like. Let's have a chat.
Okay. Message for new repairers. Hello, Serval. Be right with you. I'm just gonna check out your workshop first, see what I can steal from you. It seems to be nothing, unfortunately. Large gear. The gears are turning in a way that's violating the rules of tectonophysics. If you say so, I'll take your word for it. I don't know much about the craft. There's literally nothing I can steal from you. I am depressed.
The heater you saw is just a standard geomarrow radiator. They may not look like much, but they're a real lifeline to the people. The blizzards here are brutal. If we didn't have a reliable way of keeping warm, Belobog would long since have become a dead city, both above and below the surface.
Yeah, but you just said that only in the administrative district. Does everyone else just freeze? What is geomarrow?
It's an ore, a special energy resource. Whether it's keeping the city warm or keeping our counters ticking, everything runs on geomarrow. Geomarrow grows beneath the surface of the planet, and specialist underworld mining teams are there to extract it. Transport lines shuttle it up to the surface. In the overworld, we use the same lines to ship surface goods and aid down to the underworld.
Is it at least warmer in the underworld? Above and beneath the surface?
You didn't know? Belobog is structured like two big
Oh, are we going
connected
down?
discs. The overworld is responsible for administration and trade, while the underworld is responsible for energy supply and resource extraction. However, due to an order that was given many years ago, nobody has moved between the overworld and the underworld in a long time.
I'm seeing red flags. It has to do with Cocolia and the strange voice and whoever the architects are. Something shady's going on here.
I shouldn't be talking about this. Pretend I never said anything.
Something about the geomarrow. Why is the heater outside?
Isn't it just like cooking food over an open flame? If the house is a pot, then the heater is the stove it rests on.
When she puts it like that, it actually starts to make sense.
Thank you for your answers.
No sweat. This is your first time in Belobog. I just want you to feel some of the warmth the city has to offer. Hey, seeing as there's nothing on your plate just now, want to help me fix up this machine? Just a bit of manual labor. You might find it interesting.
I'm not mechanically inclined.
Great. Then let me give you a demonstration first.
Okay. Repair. What? Magnetorrheological fluid threshold. Rotate the modules to adjust the circuit and direct the electrical current from the power supply to the endpoint. Repairs are complete when all endpoint circuits are connected to the current. The edges of fixed modules will appear red when sealed. Selected, sorry. This is the source from which the electric current flows out. This is the end that can be unlocked after receiving enough electric current. Rotate the module and change the circuit to connect the electric current. Well, that one's at least easy. Okay. Video recorder. An old VCR machine. VCRs! Oh man, that takes me back. Anyway, Serval.
Nice. You guys are pretty handy. You picked that up in no time. Want to be my assistants? Average pay, but I'm a good boss.
So where am I going to find that in the wild? Should we not?
Do you just say yes to everything?
Gets me money.
I was only kidding. Just a joke. Well, I'd better carry on here. Why not have a better look around? My workshop will always be open to you. And your wallets, of course.
I already looked around. There's nothing here. Thanks, Val. Bye. Thank you for being so educational. Okay, what do we got here? Furdo, roaming judge. Wait, please file a report with the Silvermane Guards if you encounter any civil disputes. Please don't try to bypass the prosecution and discuss it with the judge directly. Judge? I know what you want to ask. As a judge, how is it that I am standing out in the street instead of in the courthouse, right? Have you heard of the term roaming judge? Forget about it. It sounds impressive, but I'm just a legal advisor sent to help the guards. Compared to my work at the court, this is a major waste of time. Waste of time? Do you think it's a waste of my time to have me out here trying to talk sense into the elderly every day? I was a straight-A student at the Bellabog Law School. Why am I dealing with trivial family stuff? I should be in charge of more complex, important cases. That's where I shine. You know what I'm talking about, right? What's that look on your face? Forget it. You're not much different from those old-timers. Just come to me when you have a big case. Can we talk? You seem upset. Is it that obvious? Dealing with a bunch of ignorant old people every day. You would be annoyed too if you were me. What kind of legal issues do you help them with? Legal issues? You think too highly of the people of Bellabog. What they come to me for has nothing to do with the law. It's all complaints about daily life. Oh, that sucks. It's always the same thing. The complainant tells me they have been altruistic and taken the big picture into consideration, and the offending party has taken advantage of them as being ungrateful. You can hear thousands of stories like this at the Soul Warm Festival family gatherings. Those stories are, in the end, moral blackmail, which I'm not interested in at all. But I'm a legal practitioner after all, so it is my duty to help the public get to know the law. Every time it gets to this part, they start to pretend like they don't understand me. But who's to blame? After all, the law is always fair and impartial, showing favour to no one. You have a hard job. I know, right? I can't go on being a roaming judge for a second longer. What kind of cases do you consider important? Corruption related, with evil organisations or personnel involved, or at least arms smuggling, or scams? Forget it. Just pretend like I'm talking nonsense. Bellabog is too safe to have cases like that.
Nice.
Even if there is a big case, it's out of my reach. Oh, honey, you're about to have the biggest case of all with Cocolia. Although I may just kill her outright, so we won't need you. Ronald! Welcome to the grocer's. What can I help you with? I want to buy something. Do I, though? None of that looks necessary. Thanks, though. Okay. What have we got here? Go left. Got it. Hello, you look eager. Good for you, sir.
Come around and have a look.
Mm-hmm. Two trash cans. One stands glamorously shining and the other lies unceremoniously rusting. You want to help it up, but think of better of it. Even trash cans have their dignity. Aww. Sanctity of the trash can. What does that actually get me? What? I don't even remember what it looks like. I don't know what I just collected, but okay. Yeah, I don't see anything that looks like that symbol. It certainly wasn't one of these things. Oh, it is this one, sorry. Increase defense of all allies by 20% in the next battle. It's hard to explain why a trash can has dignity and why that dignity is so heavy. That's cute. You find a wrinkled handwritten flyer in the trash can. Written at the top in beautiful handwriting you see, "The Rightful Rights Society." The content seems to be trying to convince people who have given up on interests and hobbies due to family and other responsibilities to join this strange organization. Members of the organization cover for one another and help each other get away from family and work on weekends, and even weekdays, in the pursuit of individual freedom. They call it upholding our rightful rights. Does this count as a charitable organization? A good one, so consider it. Sometimes I wish I could spend a day doing whatever I want. By which you mean, spend a day asleep in your cabin. Where does this lead? Silvermane Guard Restricted Zone. Let's check that out later. Oopsies, what a fucking waste. I just hit E. How annoying. There are tables, chairs, and a signboard. According to the signage and text, you can drink coffee here. Well, that's great, but where do you buy the coffee from? Vending machine? Hi, Ammo. I was going to check out the trash can, but got caught up by you. What are you looking at? What's so special about the trash can? Nothing. It is plain and Alex's character, just like me. Ah, I am good for nothing. I am destined to end up in a trash can. Don't be so harsh on yourself. You're quite a poet. Thank you. That was indeed my occupation. I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Amo. I write things for a living. Sorry for blocking your way. Can I help you with anything? So you're a writer. I'm afraid I don't deserve the title. I produce less than mediocre writings in great quantity for others. A ghostwriter, as they say. I doubt if I'm qualified to write at all, even for the rubbish I produce. Let's talk about your works. What do you write then? I wrote some horror novels, the quality of which can be described with the name of the genre according to some critics. Some say those novels should never have been written in the first place. For the disaster fiction I did, same critiques also apply. Have you heard of Tale of the Winterlands, the fiction that was recently banned? The publisher was actually quite happy with the quality and wanted the author to make some edits on the original so that they can publish it again. But they did not expect the author to simply vanish into thin air. The editors had to contact me instead, asking if I can help with the project. Ha! Tale of the Winterlands is just some cheap folklore compiled together. I can give you 100,000 to 200,000 words with ease. Piece of carrot cake to me. That was my response when I took the job. You know how hard it is to finally get something going. I was just trying to impress them, but ended up getting way ahead of myself. One of the editors had sent me a copy to let me get the feel of it. It wasn't until I started reading that I realized the book was going to be a classic. I had to admit, I couldn't even remotely reproduce the author's creativity and style. The editor has made several attempts to contact me since then, but I managed to avoid her each time because I just couldn't deliver. Okay, well, what's your plan then? To avoid the editors for the time being, and contemplate on what to do for a living if I'm blocklisted. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Sorry, I've had a difficult time lately. Don't give up yet, just pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Easier said than done. Stop comparing yourself to others. Ha! I'll become a laughingstock in the history of literature if I do that. Who's this Armo? How dare he write this rubbish and claim to be writing Tale of the Winterlands? Cool. Recipe punitive foods. A tracing paper envelope, black with silver lettering. If you found it next to a mailbox, you'd speculate that this flyer coupon was a love letter sent to the wrong address. But this is a trash can. It reads, "Today is Guardian Elisa's birthday. The recipient of this letter must forward it to 3 other people within a day, or bad luck will follow them for a whole year." I wonder what happened to the person who threw it away. Huh, chainmail. Oh, he actually gave me the Tale of the Winterlands. And I got a sausage. Should I go up? Oh, another trash can. Someone threw a book into the trash can. You pick it up. It seems to be a lengthy serial novel by the name of Tale of the Winterlands. You seem to have the incomplete 4th volume in your hands, so I have volumes 1 and 4 now. Where's 2 and 3? Luggage pile. You inch in close and quietly listen. The luggage doesn't make a faint ticking sound. You breathe a sigh of relief. Ha ha! That is hilarious. Other people's luggage is sacred and inviolable property. I'll take your word for it. Mailbox. The opening of the post box reveals 2 envelopes that are being kept in a delicate balance. Touching either one will condemn the other to be swallowed by the pitch black maw. Such a dilemma falls in front of you. Take the envelope on the left, take the envelope on the right. Push them all in. It's a letterbox. Shove them in. You reach your hand out and gently touch them. You're not sure where your hand skimmed, but the balance of the 2 envelopes is instantly broken. It's incredible how good it feels to do something good. Hey! There's my high morals. Ooh, hotel lobby.